Okay, so guys, today we're gonna have a look at this guy. Insane amp. So I use this as my subwoofer amp in my live PA rig. So, something like 800 RMS per channel. Great little amp. Except, so what's happening? One side is out. We got nada out of this side. This side here works fine. So the amp is kind of split down the middle. So everything on this side belongs to that side of the amp, etc. And you can see down the side there, those are the amp boards. So there's one amp board here, and the second one down underneath. And then the same on this side. And then everything else in here, I see start relays. Amp powers up, the relays turn on. There's no faults or anything like that, but for some reason, just nothing out of this side. And way down at the bottom there, you can see those two copper rails. There's 8 capacitors on each one of those rails for the power supply. And then underneath this whole thing here is a massive transformer that supplies the current for this thing. So at this point, I don't know if it's just a bad wire or if maybe one of these transistors. There's 4 transistors on each power amp board, 2 power amp boards on each side. So because this side works, I'll probably be able to use measurements from this side to compare to this side. The biggest problem I have right now is to get these sides off. They're kind of screwed on. 16 screws hold these heatsink plates on, and the amp boards are attached to the heatsink plates. And these screws are impossible to get out because you need a wrench on the other side. And some of them just really aren't that reachable without some maybe 16-inch long socket driver with a small flexible end on it or something to get to them. So I'm afraid I'm probably going to have to maybe drill some of these screws out if I can't get a wrench on the other side. And then when I replace these, I'm just going to tap the aluminum. It's actually fairly thick. It's almost a 1/4 inch thick, the aluminum. So I'm just going to tap them with a slightly bigger screw and then do away with the nuts and bolts and just tap in some stainless steel screws or whatever. This amp's not going on the road, so it's just going to be a showpiece, so it doesn't have to be all that sturdy. So I think tapping the holes will be pretty good. I'll just flip the amp around. It's a heavy beast, so you can kind of see how the front is. That's pretty much the deal. Actually, it's plugged in right now and it's on. I'm poking my hands around there, the thing's on. So I'll turn that off. You can hear the relays pop. And you can hear the relays turn off. So the relays work, no faults. So I just got to figure out why. Anyway,